Hey friends, this is the Miss Volfie from our Half Acre Homestead with a tea break. Um, Today is Monday the 21st of August 2017, and we are exhausted. We went to Howie's sister's wedding on Saturday, and it was really nice to see Howie and his mom and his sisters all together. It doesn't happen often. It doesn't happen often. I think the last wedding we went to on Howie's side of the family, I don't think his sister Linda was there. So this was nice. I managed to get a picture of Howie and his mom and his sisters all together. So don't it might get framed. You never know. Um, the wedding was at the mill in Coburg, and it was outside. They're in a nice little garden with an antique table to sign things and stuff. And but I had to walk down a flight of steps to get there. I could have sat on the balcony and watched, but you know me, folks, I'm stubborn. So then we went back up for cocktails and hors d'oeuvres and stuff. And, well, of course, I drank ice water. So did Daddy. And then we went in for a prime rib dinner. And there were lots of kids. I mean, for a wedding that was, you know, my sons weren't invited to. There was a lot of little kids, but that's okay. My sons wouldn't have been able to go anyway, so it's all right. I mean, Arthur was at a wedding in New Brunswick, and Briar had to work, so. But, you know, Lynn and Scott have been together for 20, 22 years, somewhere around there. And a lot of people would ask, why bother getting married at that point? But I think it's a testament to their commitment to each other, that if you can live with somebody for 20, 22 years and still want to marry them, kudos to you. Get her done, right? And it was cool. It was cool. There was a piper, and the guys were in kilts, and I really had to work at not yelling, "Let's get pissed!" afterwards, because obviously I don't drink. But it's anybody who's seen So I Married an Axe Murderer. It was almost that wedding. It was almost that wedding, only it was at the mill with a prime rib dinner, and it was really cool. So congratulations, Linda and Scott, on your nuptials. I posted a picture of on Facebook of Daddy and I at the dinner and giving a kiss and saying that we renewed our vows while we were there. I think I think I misrepresented what I meant. Was we didn't actually get up and renew our vows. What we do every time we go to a wedding is when we're listening to the ceremony, we hold hands and we recommit ourselves to our marriage. It's almost like renewing a contract, so to speak, with romantic intentions. And that's, I think, one of the things that's so important for people getting married and people going to the wedding. And that's another thing. Fewer and fewer people are taking the trouble to show up at weddings and funerals and anniversaries and stuff anymore. And it's really up to us as the elders, and yes, we're becoming the elders in the family now. It's up to us to set an example, because this is how families fall apart. This is how people lose touch, because we're so fast with posting Facebook pictures and not even emails. People aren't even emailing each other anymore. They're just posting crap on Facebook, not crap, but posting stuff on Facebook and assuming that everybody else gets the picture, and not just the picture, but what's going on about it. So we are not communicating and we're not staying in touch with our families anymore. We're falling apart as a society when it comes to familial association. So I think as elders, it's really important for us to show up and let people know that yes, we care. Yes, we're here. And touch base with all the family we haven't seen in a long time. For instance, the last wedding we went to on Howie's side of the family was probably 10 years ago, maybe 15. I don't know. There was two of them. There was Tara's and there was Jay's. And I don't think Howie's sister who got married this weekend was at one of them. So it's been a long time since all of the siblings and stuff have been together in one place. So I made sure I got a picture because I remember my wedding almost 25 years ago. And it was the first time in a very long time that we had all been together in one place. So I made sure we got a picture of my dad and all 5 of us kids. So I made sure I got a picture of Howie's mom and Howie and all 3 of the sisters together, because that to me is really important that, you know, we made that connection. So Howie and I decided we're going to have a 25th wedding anniversary party here next year. And it's, you know, I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't know if we're going to do a pig in a ground oven. I don't know what we're going to do. And I would invite y'all, but I'm not sure I have enough parking space and trailer space and camper space for my own family, you know, for my own guests. So I would really love you guys to come, but guess what? We are really far away. I mean, we just don't have the space to. So one of these days, though, I'm going to have a meetup. I'm going to find a way to have a meetup. That would be so cool. So that's what we did. And it was a long drive. Long for us. You know, we're not getting any younger. You know, note the gray in my hair. When Arthur went to live with his bio dad from 14 to 18, right? Because it was his turn. Arthur would come home and we would drive him back. And we would do it in one day. And now I know folks in the United, like, you got to think about this, folks. We have 10 provinces and 3 territories, but our country is just a little bit bigger than the US. But you guys got like 51 states. So you driving state to state is not that big of a deal. But when you think about New Brunswick is right next door to Quebec, to get to Arthur's father's place, it's over a 12-hour drive. It's a 12-hour drive if you know, factor in gas and pee stops. So we drove all the way to New Brunswick, visited with Arthur's, you know, dad and stepmom and kids, and dropped him off, had a cup of tea, and left and drove home twice. Once we did it in 21 hours and once we did it in 26. And I'll tell you something, folks, we're not that young anymore. We're not that young anymore, because the wedding we went to on Saturday was 4 hours away, 5 hours away, 4 if you're speeding. And we drove there, went to the ceremony, had the dinner, sat around and visited, and then drove home. And we were home just after midnight. But I'll tell you something, it exhausted us. We slept in the next day, but Howie had a friend. Hi, Mitch. Hi, Emma. Dropping in from work. And so Howie wanted to, you know, get the chores done and all that, all his daily routine stuff on a Sunday so that we could visit. And we did. We had a lovely visit. I think we visited for like 4 hours or 5 hours or something. Young kids. I mean, I'm starting to feel really old. But they were great kids. Really good kids. And I hope they come back and visit soon. I hope they're watching this. So, but right around supper time after the kids left, Howie started feeling sick. And we realized with traveling and company coming the next day and everything, his, you know, meal schedule was off and he wasn't well. And by bedtime, which was 8:30 last night, I had to give him Gravol or Dramamine or whatever you folks, I don't know if you guys can get it in the States, but, and I phoned him in sick today. Because he said, oh, yeah, I'm fine. And I said, get up and walk around and tell me you're fine. And he went, ooh, I don't feel so good. I said, all right, get back into bed. So I phoned him in sick and said, better you spend, you know, take a day off and spend that day getting better than try and slug your way through work feeling sick and possibly make yourself sick for an extra day. So it's getting hot in here. It's getting really hot in here. Oh, I bought, thanks to Linda's Pantry, she mentioned this, the Amish Canning Cookbook, and I got it off of Amazon, so I'm looking forward to it. I've glanced through it, and it looks really, really detailed book about canning and cooking. So, you know, not a bad idea. If I'm thinking of writing a second cookbook, only because people keep asking me if I've written a cookbook, and I say yes, and I give them the link. But it's, you know, I have new stuff, not new stuff, but stuff that didn't go into the original cookbook because it was my first one, and it took a lot just to make that slim little book. It's around here somewhere. To make that slim little book in the time that I did. So, and people keep saying, well, you should write another cookbook and add quilting things and stuff. So it would be kind of like a Homestead book, I guess. I don't know. So I'm thinking about it. So let me know what you think about that. And if I take this on, there's going to be less videos as well because I'm going to be working on that. I don't know if I told you, the quilt top is finished. The two halves are pinned together, just waiting to be sewn and then layered and put on the quilt frame. And then I've got 6 weeks to get that thing hand quilted, bound, and ready to go. So at this point, I'm repeating myself, but I am off to pick up Briar and take him grocery shopping, and I've got to go get some groceries too. So that's what's going on. We're really tired. It's Monday and we're really tired. It's 20 after noon, 25 after 12 in the afternoon. And I mean, I just got out of bed 2 hours ago, right? I slept until like 10:30. It's ridiculous. And yes, folks, it may seem like I sleep a lot, but I don't actually sleep. I toss, I turn. You know, it takes me 12 hours to get about 6 hours rest. So anyway, not a whole lot coming up. I've soon got to can tomatoes. I've canned tomatoes on video before. Don't know if you want me to redo that video or not. Oh, that's another thing. I want to show you something. I've had a lot of people, too, telling me that they keep asking why they're not getting my videos even though they're subscribed. And I've done this video before, but I'm going to share it one more time. I'm going to show you. Now let's do this little camera here. I'm going to hit record and it's going to go 3, 2, 1, boom. Here we go. Now this is my web page. You see this search bar? This searches YouTube. Okay, this searches YouTube. But if you go down here, this here searches your page. So if you want to search somebody's page, like mine, for instance, you want Half Acre Homestead, and I don't know what they've done to my picture, but I'll go down, instead of searching up here, which searches the entire library of YouTube, you want something specific from somebody's channel, you go down to this search bar and type in, say, dill pickles. If you, oops, and I misspelled that, but if you want to search somebody's channel to see if they have a video, you search it this search bar. Okay? And my computer's working really, really slow today. But here we go. Half Acre Homestead. Boom. And there is anything with pickle in the name you are going to find here. Okay? There is that. Now let's go back and see the subscribe. If you go to somebody's video, let's do this. Let's go to my simple rough puff pastry video. And by the way, if you're doing the rough puff pastry, I'm not sure if I mentioned it. Let's pause this. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but the butter has to be refrigerator cold. You don't want it to blend in. You want it chunked in. Okay, so there's that. All right. Now, once again, I don't know what they're doing now. They're changing stuff. Edit video. I don't want to edit the video. Okay, but there is no subscribe button on this video anymore. And there should be. Okay? There should be a subscribe button right down here. Okay? And there's not. So you have to, I don't know if that's because it's my video.
You've seen me make.
I don't know if it's because it's my video and I'm not seeing the subscribe button, but I don't see it here. Do you see a subscribe button? So you have to go to the person's channel and hit this subscribe button. I know, no need to subscribe to myself. I have no idea, folks. Let me just bring this. Yes, that's my puppies. Let's just bring this back up and pause that. I don't know why. Okay. So, what? I don't know what YouTube's doing again. Okay. But if you want to search a person's channel for a video they have done, don't use the top search bar. Use the one below the person's banner. Okay, that searches their channel. As for subscribing and YouTube dropping videos and dropping subscribers and stuff, it happens all the time. They are not making it easy for anybody. They're not making it easy for anybody. Gracie, hush. So that's that. If you want to search for a video, a person-specific video, because I get a lot of emails saying, didn't you do a video on this and didn't you do a video on that? And I work really hard at trying to keep things in playlists. But folks, I have 3 channels, 4 channels, over 2,000 videos. It can be difficult for even me to find them. So go to the search bar below the channel that you're searching. Go to the search bar below their banner and use that little search bar and put in a keyword like dill pickles or quilt or bra or whatever the case may be, and you're more apt to find their video or the video you're looking for on their channel. Okay? This is the Mrs. Volfie from our half-acre homestead saying, I got so much to do. I have jam to make. I have tomatoes to can. I've still got probably got 3 dozen or 4 dozen corn in my freezer, which I'm going to probably dehydrate and can and empty that freezer out, because what I want to do is take all of this year's meat out of my big freezer, put it in the small freezer once I have the corn emptied out of it. And then I want to clean my big freezer in preparation for butchering this year. So if I'm not always making videos, it's not because I'm not busy. It's because I am busy and I don't always have time to take pictures and videos and edit them. But I do try. All right. This is the Mrs. Volfie from our half-acre homestead saying, I hope you made more sense of this video than I did. All right. Mwah. Take care. God bless. We'll see you soon.